Hello, welcome back to the next session of this biology class. The recap of previous lessons: classification of plants and animals, taxonomy, derived from the word taxon, which means unit of a group or subset. Then we have the branches of taxonomy. We have the systematics and we have the nomenclature. The systematics, like we learned in the previous class, deals basically with the classification of organisms into groups, while nomenclature deals with the binomial system of naming the of naming the living organism. Then we learned these common examples: the scientific name of lion, Panthera leo. Well, the Panthera is the genus, the leo is the species. 5 groups might be easier than studying each plant individually. Look at this statement. Then one's life is not enough to study even a fraction of them. You see this statement that you are saying? What does it mean? For example, the human being's maximum, you are to spend like 150 years. Let's assume you can even reach this year. So 150 years is too small for you to study 10 to 100 million kinds of living organisms. But when they are classified, it makes it easier to study them compared to studying them individually. Okay, so we have also in the previous lesson, we learned that Carolus Linnaeus classified living organisms into 2 kingdoms, the Plantae and the Animalia. The 5 kingdoms, when the 2 kingdoms wouldn't suffice, we have the 5 kingdoms: the kingdom Monera, or the prokaryotes, the kingdom Protista or Protoctista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Animalia, and kingdom. Okay, so this is the broad classification of the kingdom Plantae. They are basically classified into either cryptogams or phanerogams. The cryptogams mainly deals with non-flowering or seedless plant, while the phanerogams mainly deals with flowering or seed plants. And in the cryptogams, you have the Thallophyta, the Bryophyta, and the Pteridophyta. And inside the Thallophyta, you have the Schizophyta, the Algae, the Fungi, and the lichens. Gymnosperm, angiosperm for the flowering or seed plants, that is the spermatophyta. And we have the monocotyledon and the dicotyledon. The algae, this is, pictures explains more. The algae are eukaryotic organisms that have no roots, stems, or leaves, but do have chlorophyll and other pigments for color. The bryophyte. The bryophyta, the name bryophyta comes from these 2 words. We have bryon, which mostly is referred to as the moss, and the phyton or phyta, that is the plant. So a division of kingdom Plantae, this division, the bryophyte, mainly consists of the liverwort, the hornworts, and the mosses. The bryophytes also are called amphibians of the plant kingdom. This is very important. This is moss. I know you're familiar with this. Then the Thallophyta, the lichens. These are what we refer to as lichens. You can see them in this picture. These are the lichens for the Thallophyta. Then the Pteridophyta. Introduction and definition. The pteridophytes comes from 2 Greek words, the pteron, which means feather, and the phyta, which simply refers to plants, meaning plants with feather-like fronds or ferns. Includes a group of primitive land plants with well-developed vascular system. The gymnosperm is a type of seed-producing vascular plant whose seeds are not enclosed within the ovary or fruit. We have